Hey guys, we're going to talk a little bit about step-up flutes, why you would want one, and how to sell one. Um, so the biggest thing I'll say right off the bat is that if you're not sure if a student is ready for a step-up flute, just have them play it. It's going to sound so completely different than what they're used to. They will love it, and they will pretty much sell themselves. A flute sale, in my opinion, is the easiest instrument to sell as far as band instruments for step ups because they just sound that much drastic, and they just always sound better than what the student is already playing on. So let's talk about a few of the things that make step up flutes so awesome. The first thing is the head joint. This is basically like the engine of the flute. All right, this is what gives it its tone, its clarity, the richness, how beautiful it is. The student model flutes are designed to let you play right away. Just a real easy, tone, just to get the student playing as quickly as possible. With the step-up flutes, these are designed to make it as beautiful as possible. Okay, so most of these are all either solid silver or silver plated, which drastically changes the tone. It gives it a much richer tone. And the lip plate is also cut differently, which also makes it more of a mature sound, much more of a professional sound. So the head joint, a very important part of a step-up flute. But the rest of the body has some cool features too that are worth noting to the customer. I think probably all step-up flutes are open hold. Most student flutes are closed hold. That's for a few different reasons. They have open holes on the stepped up flutes because it enhances the tone. It has a richer tone. It has a warmer tone. It also lets the students practice correct finger placement as well. Worth noting is that most step-up flutes will come with plugs for the holes, because a lot of times students playing a student model flute will get a little intimidated because they don't want to do all the open holes because it is much harder. But they come with plugs, so you can either leave all the plugs in or you can gradually take them out. What I did for my students is most of the time they would start with all of them closed, and then we'd open up one. Once that finger was good and we knew that we had the right technique, then we'd unplug another one and another one and another one. Another feature that most step-up flutes have is called a B foot. That is this thing right here. So most student flutes go down to a low C, which is these two. But the step-up flutes, if it has a B foot, has an extra key. It extends the range down here. It's a little bit longer, so you will need a specific case for a B foot. It also has a gizmo key, which is this right here, which lets the player play a low B without having to push all these buttons down at the same time. That's a big feature. So make sure you mention that. It has a B foot to extend the range, and it has the gizmo key that makes that low B very easy to play. Also, blue steel springs come standard on most step-up flute, most step-up instruments, most step-up woodwinds, I would say. I think almost all of them have blue steel springs. What those are is those improve the action of the keys. They let you play faster. They let you do your trills faster. They just kind of make everything much more solid and faster to play. So that is kind of a basic rundown on step-up flutes. It gives you a few features and benefits that you can rattle off to the customer. Most step-up flutes also come with a nicer case as well. And again, this should be a pretty easy sell. When the student goes from a student model to a step-up and they play it for the first time, most of the time you're going to hear them play a note and then just look at it and be like, whoa, because it's that drastic of a sound. They kind of sell themselves. So if you can just remember a few buzzwords and a few features and benefits, I think you'll be good to go.